Hi Aries, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread. Now, don't know whether I'll let you guys know, but I'm uploading now 2 readings per sign each month. It is a bit of a huge undertaking with all the personals that I have on, but I feel that, you know, a lot of people are saying we want to see the cards, and for me, I like to be on screen and connecting with people. So I thought the way that we could combat this, come to a compromise, is if you see me on the generals and on the love readings, this is a love reading, okay? So this is a 21 card Gypsy Tarot love reading spread. You'll see the cards, okay? So it's 2 readings. It's a bit of fun as well, just to see what's going on generally and potentially for some of you guys for the month of October in terms of your love lives. So we know now how the Gypsy Tarot spread works. We know, because this is completely focused on your love lives, this should be how some of you guys are mentally feeling and emotionally feeling in the month of October 2016 concerning your love lives. This second column should represent your personal situation. So what's potentially happening for you in terms of love, in terms of your love life in the month of October, what's coming in. Some of the energies you'll already have experienced, so you'll recognise them. The third column is what your hopes and desires are concerning love for the month of October. The fourth column should show what you're expecting in the love region in the month of October. As you know, I read it like a linear story, so some of the story will actually kind of just flow quite nicely through. The fifth column should show any hidden factors. Hidden factors are usually things that are around you. So it's like hidden influences. It's like external influences. Things that are directly connected to you, from that the universe is bringing in, that you're not seeing. Or sometimes it can contain a message for you. But usually this is things that you're not seeing. Things that should pop up as a surprise. Might not be entirely in October. It might be after. But these are things that you're not seeing on their way to you. The sixth column should show what comes up, so what you do see for some of you guys in the month of October concerning your love lives, and the overall outcome is the 7th column, and this should relate to what happens in the immediate future. So let's have a look at what your mental and emotional state is around your love lives in the month of October 2016. Well, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is a great start. Oh wow, the Sun, wow, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel that some of you guys might be feeling emotionally, spiritually enriched within your love lives in the month of October, because we've got that 10 of Pentacles there. And the 10 of Pentacles represents luck, wealth, abundance, feeling loved, feeling connected, feeling a part of a group, feeling a part of a family situation, feeling very connected to your partner, feeling rich in resources concerning your love lives. We've also got the Sun. This is something very, very positive, because when you get the Sun card, it means to feel very positive, to feel very clear, to feel very awakened, to feel very, what's the word? Like the glass is, you know, completely full. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is a feeling, a mental or emotional card. For me, this represents giving and receiving as well. So some of you guys, I feel you're ready to open up potentially concerning love. It could be with a partner, because you've got your 10 of Pentacles sitting there, and it could also be, you know, mentally and emotionally you're ready to connect with others, so you're ready to receive love as well, because we know the Knight of Cups is not just about giving, it's also about receiving. So even though the Knight of Cups often comes up when it shows love that's being offered to someone, or somebody who's being open about how they feel, it can also mean, well, I'm ready to receive this as well. I'm ready to receive love. I'm ready for someone to open up to me. So I feel that this is really, for me, those 3 cards, mentally and emotionally, show a great deal of openness, a great deal of spiritual depth and spiritual openness and fullness and positivity and excitement around your love lives in the month of October 2016. What does your present situation say, though, in the month of October 2016? Well, the 2 of Swords shows up here, which is interesting, because it's a complete difference. But we'll see what the other cards are. Oh, 5 of Pentacles. So I feel that some of you guys are moving on from a relationship because you've got the Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. And when the Five of Pentacles, but then the Five of Pentacles can be a good card when it concerns love, because it means being in something through thick and thin. So when you get the Five, this is why the cards are so multifaceted, and sometimes one card can have a whole heap of meanings. The Two of Swords often means to be suppressing how we feel in terms of love. Okay, so it can literally mean that you've blocked someone out. And for some of you guys, it might be, well, I've blocked someone out, Two of Swords, because we are no longer together. It represents being separated from someone. It represents understanding that there is a lack within a relationship. So for some of you guys, it might be that you have blocked a particular person out because there was a lack in the relationship, the Five of Pentacles, and now you're moving on with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords pretty much represents, you see those swords right there? Well, the guy's head is turned away from the sword. Okay? And he's looking in a clearer way. So he's looking across at clear waters. He's not looking at the issues, the swords. He's looking at the clear water. So this is why often you get this card, excuse me, and it shows up and it says, I'm actually moving on from a situation. So for some of you guys, you might be blocking out a relationship because there is separation. There's a lack in the relationship. There's no security, for example. So you're deciding to move on. For some of you guys, it might be with the Two of Swords. And it's interesting because these two cards can be very positive in terms of love. The Six of Swords can represent having support, and so can the Five of Pentacles. Okay? So it might be for some of you guys with the Two of Swords, I don't think that you're in two minds, though, over a relationship here, because I just get the impression that with the Five of Pentacles, this can be, we're in a good relationship and we're in it for the long haul, you know, through the good times and the bad times. When the times are bad, we support each other. So some of you guys will have support within a relationship, even if you're going through some difficulties. This can represent going through difficulties but sticking together. Okay, and moving forward together, having your support network there. So I feel some of you guys will be feeling supported in a relationship. And what you might be blocking out is, it could be for some of you guys, you're blocking out the true feelings or how you really feel about a situation, and you're willing still to move forward with your partner. Even if things aren't 100%, you're still willing to move forward with that Five of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. But it represents making a sacrifice. I'm getting that there are sacrifices that some of you guys might be making for relationships in the month of October 2016, because I feel that you're looking at it in a very positive way with that Ten of Pentacles, that you're in it for the long haul. Mentally, you know, the Ten of Pentacles is about building a really strong relationship where you share everything. You share the resources. You talk through the problems. You try and, you know, continue to build a very strong, resourceful relationship. But remember, it's Pentacles as well. So Pentacles are not always the most romantic of cards. Sometimes it could be a simple case of, well, it's safer to be here because this is where the money is. This is where I feel safe. This is where I feel supported. And with the Sun card, mentally, it might be, well, this is a positive thing to do, maybe to stay in this relationship because this is, you know, the best place for me to be. It's the best place for us. Maybe we can rebuild something here. And with the Knight of Cups, well, I'm willing to try. I'm willing to be open with this individual. So mentally, for me, it's a little bit of a complicated reading in a way, but I feel for some of you guys, it could be, I've blocked out a relationship because we are no longer together. There is a lack of support within this relationship. There is a sense of feeling a lack of security even, or a lack of spiritual depth within our relationship, and I'm going to move on from it. And therefore, mentally, I'm looking to reconnect maybe with that Ten of Pentacles with others, because I feel that this would be a positive thing to do, maybe to offer my love to somebody else, or to go out and search, because the Knight of Cups can be, he's not just a receiver, he's a searcher. He's someone who goes out and searches for love. He's searching for the perfect soulmate, the perfect person. So it could be, I'm blocking out, for some of you Aries people, a relationship because there was no emotional or spiritual depth to it, and therefore I'm moving on. And mentally and emotionally, I'm ready now to connect with others who might be able to give me those resources, or I'd be able to build something with. And I feel that this is something really positive in which I can go out and search for my true sweetheart or the true love of my life. For some of you guys, it will be, well, I'm going to ignore all the issues in the relationship with that Two of Swords, because we're in this together, thick and thin, and we're going to move forward together. I've got my support network here already. I've got children. I can't just leave. And mentally, this is the right thing to do. You know, I've built up something of real stamina, of real growth here within the relationship. It's the positive thing to do, and maybe we can be open together or try and get through our problems with that Knight of Cups. What are your hopes and desires for love, Aries, in the month of October 2016? The Two of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel that if you're in a relationship whereby you're sticking with your partner, Aries, in the month of October 2016 through thick and thin, because you've built something off a certain amount of security together, even though there might be something that's lacking, and you're still trying in the relationship because this is where you feel that your life is. I feel that your hopes and desires will be. We've got a Two of Pentacles here, which is an interesting hope or desire, because the Two of Pentacles is usually about weighing things up. But also this card for me can be, well, what happens when we weigh things up? The whole point of the Two of Pentacles in terms of weighing things up is to make the right decision. So come to the right conclusion. Often when you get things like twos, like justice, for example, if you added 1 and 1 together, it would make 2. So justice is making a big decision that is the right decision, that makes sure that we are rewarded for our efforts. So it's making a decision to make sure that we come to the right conclusion. The same as the High Priestess. We do nothing until we've clarified what the intentions are of our another, or clarified what the intentions are of ourselves. So I feel that whenever you get twos are about making decisions. And certainly we could read the Two of Pentacles in the way of this guy is weighing up two things, 50-50. Maybe, maybe not. Should I, shouldn't I? So I feel that the hopes and desires will be that the decision you make will lead to good fortune and rewards for all your efforts, because we know that the Nine of Pentacles is we are rewarded for the amount of work and effort and time that we put into a particular project. And with this Nine of Pentacles lady, she has tended her garden. See all these pentacles here? They're around the grapes. Okay, so this is what she's worked on. She's like the Empress. She's tended her garden, and now she can sit in riches and she can feel comfortable. She's completely self-sufficient. She's completely self-sufficient, completely independent. She can buy what she wants, do what she wants. She lives in a really nice place, and that's all because she worked hard for what she has. She's specialised in a particular area within her life, within business usually. Completely, self-sufficient business-wise. She's got the money, she's got the lifestyle. So this is the results of our labour. Pentacles usually show the results of our labours. And with the Nine of Pentacles, the results are complete independence, feeling completely sufficient, self-sufficient. So just in terms of the key word, for some of you guys who are working towards working out of a relationship, making it work despite the problems, I feel that your hopes and desires will be, with the Two of Pentacles, well, I'm hoping that the decision I make will lead to, or will bring in good fortune, or will bring in a big change in which all my efforts will see rewards. So here, if some of you guys are perhaps blocking out or making sacrifices in terms of a relationship that you're in at the moment, going on into October, in which you decide with the Five of Pentacles, I'm going to stay with my partner through thick and thin, because we can support one another with this Six of Swords. We move together. He or she is my support system, my support network. And mentally and emotionally, you see you guys together with that Ten of Pentacles, a strong team, a strong family. It's very positive, in which you think that through this energy you can probably open up a little bit more with that Knight of Cups. And I feel that your hopes and desires will be that the decision that you make with the Two of Pentacles will lead to good fortune, good changes that see your efforts being rewarded with that Nine of Pentacles. For some of you guys who are leaving a relationship, so you're blocking out a relationship because there's no spiritual depth. There's no happiness here with this Five of Pentacles, so you decide to move on. And that mentally you're ready to connect with others. It's a very positive move to make with that Sun card, in which you can go out and search for the right person for you. I feel that your hopes will be that the decision you've made will bring in good luck, in which, with that Nine of Pentacles, maybe the time of solitude that you're going through will change. Let's have a look at what your expectations are. And for some of you guys, it could be, if you're going through anything like a divorce or anything, then maybe with this Two of Pentacles, because it's the weighing up of money. It's the trying to decide what to do with money. Do I get this? Do I get that? This is the card of fairness, trying to work out what's right, what's fair. So maybe for some of you guys, it could be that you're hoping that maybe that something that is resolved in terms of the money, maybe money that's owed to you within the relationship, through that Wheel of Fortune, through luck, will give you a certain standard of living, especially if you're looking to move on from this individual here. Especially if you're looking at mentally and emotionally being completely free. Your expectations are Death. High Priestess. Oh, and the Tower. Let me have a little think about this. This is a very strange setup to get for an expectation. So let's go back to the beginning before we read that and see if we can get the story moving through the cards. So Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. First scenario, if you are ignoring how you truly feel about a relationship, you're willing to work with a partner through thick and thin and move forward together despite the problems in the relationship, with the Six of Swords. Mentally and emotionally, you see this as a strong relationship, probably stronger in resources that you've built up with that Ten of Pentacles. You see this as being a good thing, though, with the Sun card, because maybe it will lead to both of you being able to be open in terms of the relationship. If you can fix one thing with the relationship, then maybe you can fix the emotional part of the relationship. So therefore, your hopes and desires are that the decision that you make will lead to a change in fortunes, maybe in your relationship, that will lead to all of your efforts being rewarded in terms of sticking with this relationship. But what you're expecting is maybe an ending with the Death card that leads to the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a card about waiting. It's a card about not doing anything. It's a card about stagnation. She's a very passive energy. So why would you be expecting the High Priestess? It could be that you're waiting, maybe with the Tower, to reveal that the relationship is over. Or it could be that you're expecting it's only a matter of time with the High Priestess before this time of, because the Tower is a card that is based on unstable foundations that need to come apart. So for some of you guys, you might be expecting that it's only a matter of time with the High Priestess before this relationship falls apart with the Tower card, and there is death with the Death card, a complete ending. I feel that if you are blocking out how you truly feel in terms of a relationship, you're willing to work with your partner through thick and thin, move forward together despite the problems, and we can see there are problems potentially here, here and here. Mentally, the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is about building a strong relationship through the resources that we have. So mentally, I feel that this is something you want to hold on to, because you see it as being very positive. And maybe you'll be able to open up to each other emotionally. Your hopes are that by making the right decision, Two of Pentacles, It will result with the Wheel of Fortune in your efforts being rewarded with that Nine of Pentacles. Because it's a hope, so it has to be positive. But what you're actually expecting is that maybe it's just a matter of time before this relationship falls apart and there is an ending with the Death card. So there isn't full trust here, I feel, for some of you guys, I'm sorry to say, in love, around a relationship, I feel. In the month of October 2016, for some of you Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's have a look at what the hidden factors are. The Six of Pentacles. The Temperance card. And the Queen of Swords. Got a lot of money cards around this. Excuse me. And we've got a Temperance card. And the Temperance card means to work with opposing forces. But what you're not seeing is somebody is working hard. Maybe to repair with that Six of Pentacles a relationship. Because the Six of Pentacles in terms of love can sometimes mean that somebody is at an unfair disadvantage. But with the Temperance card, someone's trying to work with this or put it back together. And that is through the Queen of Swords, potentially looking at being verbally open. So what you're not seeing is that I feel that for some of you guys who are in a relationship and it's potentially having to work at it, trying to sustain the relationship, it could be what you're not seeing is that your partner is working hard with the Temperance card, maybe to mend the relationship in the Six of Pentacles that I feel at times has been possibly unfair or disagreeable, or, you know, this can be the give and take relationship. Okay? But it's often when you get the Six of Pentacles, it can mean someone's at an unfair disadvantage. I get the sense with these two cards, it's somebody, what you're not seeing is your partner is probably working hard to repair this. To bring in some form of restructure, reorder the relationship. And that would be via the Queen of Swords energy. By being open, by getting to the heart of the matter. So for some of you guys, you might not be seeing that maybe your partner wants to take you away where you can have a full heart-to-heart on the situation and how this relationship can be repaired. So if you're expecting that it's only a matter of time before the relationship falls apart and there's a complete ending with death, then could it not be that what you're not seeing is that the person who you're feeling the relationship will end with, actually wants to repair it with that Temperance and the Six of Pentacles. And this comes through being completely open and honest within the relationship. The outcome shows in the immediate future, the Emperor, the Devil. How interesting. Oh, and the Nine of Swords. If I've gone quiet, I'm just looking at these cards because they don't make me feel particularly joyful for the immediate future. You might be feeling restricted in the immediate future because we've got the Devil card showing here. And whenever you get the Devil card, it pretty much means a restriction in a relationship. It's an unhealthy relationship. And we know that the Emperor can be an overbearing, a little bit of a cold-hearted individual. So I feel that there will be restrictions. Possibly because of this Emperor individual here that may cause you some worry with the Nine of Swords. And the overall outcome for the month of October is the Moon, Four of Swords, and the Magician. I feel for some of you guys, it's going to be the overall outcome, judging from the immediate future cards, that the moon, and I don't feel that this is, the moon means many things. The cards always mean many, many things. They never mean one thing. They just don't within the tarot. It's not the way it works. Sometimes the moon can mean I feel so deeply and intensely in love with someone. But even that can be a complete illusion, the illusion of love. The moon is a pretty negative card. It can represent dreams, tapping into our intuition. So things that go bump in the night, things that we feel that we are intuitively aligned with. And I feel that this moon means, in the overall outcome, that there is an intuition that will come to you guys. You're going to sense something here around this individual and the direction that you need to go in. Because we've got the Four of Swords here as well. And the Four of Swords means to go into deep contemplation. If you notice, 3 swords are above this man's head. He's not willing to take any action just yet. He's contemplating the problem. So I feel the overall outcome is that with the moon card, there will be some anxiety that you probably need to face as you contemplate the problem within the relationship. But with the Magician, it says you will look for a resolution, perhaps for some of you guys to start again. Because I feel that some of you guys are working on a relationship or getting something up and moving again, restructuring, reordering that relationship. But I get the sense, looking at this reading, that for some of you guys it's kind of out of your hands, or you're going with the flow, or you're probably going with what you feel somebody else wants and not what you want. What they want to do is they want to repair the relationship. Because we've got a 6 of Pentacles here showing up in the hidden factors and the Temperance card. The Temperance card is working with opposing forces, trying to make a wrong right, if that makes any sense. The 6 of Pentacles is the wrong card because the 6 of Pentacles talks about injustice. A lot of people might disagree with me, but why on earth have we got a merchant holding the scales of justice here and deciding who he's going to give to? And yes, he gives nothing to the other one. And all the pentacles, if you look here, this person gets 3 pentacles here. This person gets 2, and there's 1 pentacle above his head. So he has the decision to make of who he gives the 4th to. And he does indeed give 4 pentacles to this individual. Because we can see 4 pentacles, I feel, falling from this man's hands into this person's hands. So it says, I give based on what I feel is right. I give based on what I feel is fair. But it's my version of fair and maybe not the other person's. So there is a certain injustice with the 6 of Pentacles for me. And this person might be wanting to repair the injustice within the relationship by being direct with the Queen of Swords energy. By being open, but open in a very kind of analytical way. So to me, this person here in the hidden factors, it's trying to work on repairing something within the relationship, but based on what they feel is fair and not necessarily what you would feel is fair. And that's why I feel in the immediate future, you are going to still feel a sense of restriction with that Devil card in this relationship. Because the Emperor we could probably attribute to that 6 of Pentacles character as well. The fact that we've got 2 people who are in charge. So there might be restrictions against a very strong, authoritative individual, could be the partner. And it leaves you feeling very worried with the 9 of Swords. So therefore in the outcome, your intuition, your strong intuition with the Moon card will tell you that perhaps you need to contemplate starting all over again with the Magician. We've got 2 cards here that represent strong thoughts, Magician and 4 of Swords, and they're both air. So it's almost like it's telling you you really need to think quite strongly about this situation. Go with your intuition. Trust your intuition here, because it's not far wrong. This man here lies with 3 swords. He's contemplating. Remember, the 3 of Swords as a card alone represents struggles and problems within a relationship. So your strong intuition, I feel, in the overall outcome, Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising, for some of you guys, for the people that it is actually pertaining to, will be telling you that you need to assess the problems within the relationship. And with the Magician, you need to be proactive in sorting those things out. So if you want to create a new reality for yourself, then potentially for some of you guys, this is the cards telling you to do this. Let's go through the reading one more time, Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. In the personal situation for some of you guys, the Two of Swords, you're blocking out how you truly feel about a relationship. So you're burying your head in the sand. Because as far as you're concerned, it might be that you're in this relationship for good or for bad, through thick and thin. So you'll try and move forward with the partner and avert the problems, those Six of Swords. Because mentally and emotionally, you want to work on this relationship, developing the relationship. You see it as a positive move with the Sun card. And that maybe you can both become open emotionally with that Knight of Cups. For some of you guys, you might block out a relationship because there is complete lack. And therefore you're moving on. Because mentally and emotionally, you're looking at making new connections, which you see as being positive, in which you'll be able to go out and search for a true soulmate. Your hopes and desires will be, for some of you, that the decision you make with the Two of Pentacles will lead to good fortune, good change in events with that Wheel of Fortune here, in which all your efforts will be rewarded. For some of you guys, it might be, especially if you've left a long-term relationship, maybe a marriage or something, that maybe a deal that's being worked out here will lead to good fortune and you'll be able to be completely self-sufficient with the Nine of Pentacles. What your expectations are that only time will tell. It's only a matter of time before this relationship explodes, before it falls apart and there's a complete ending with the Death card, whether you're left a relationship or whether you're still in one. But in the hidden factors, especially if you are still in a relationship, this person may be working out a way to repair the injustice of the Six of Pentacles. But it will be based on their own truth with that Queen of Swords energy. For some of you guys, if you have completely left a relationship, it could be that there is somebody coming in. It might be this Queen of Swords energy. This person may help you to heal. And it may be a give and take relationship with the Six of Pentacles. The outcome shows in the immediate future. I feel that if you're still in a relationship with this individual that you've been trying to work things through with, but I feel that this person might be a bit of a control freak, that you may feel that there are restrictions with the Devil around a very authoritative person, the Emperor, and it's got you worried with the Nine of Swords. If you are single and you've just come out of a relationship, it could be that there is a person coming in, the Emperor. You will be very strongly attracted to this individual with the Devil. But you may be uncertain because we've got a Nine of Swords showing up here around this situation. And therefore in the outcome, if you're single, there might be a little bit of anxiety around this with the Moon card, in which you need to think about how you want to move forward with the Four of Swords. And therefore with the Magician card, it might be that you decide, you know what, this isn't exactly what I want at this time. I'm not ready for it. I've just come out of a difficult relationship. So therefore I feel I'll just start all over again with the Magician. For some of you guys, if you're still in a relationship where you're blocking out how you truly feel, you're in it for the long haul, Five of Pentacles, and you're ready to move on with your partner, regardless of the issues you've still got. Because mentally you've built up this relationship. You see it as a positive move, and that there can be positive changes in which both of you can become emotionally open with the Knight of Cups. Your hopes and desires might be, well, I hope the decision I've made will lead to some lucky fortune for us in which we may benefit from all of our efforts with that Nine of Pentacles. But what I'm truly expecting really is that maybe it's just a matter of time with the High Priestess before this relationship falls apart and it completely ends with the Death card. What you're not seeing is that this person may be trying to work out or trying to repair the injustice within the relationship of the Six of Pentacles by being very vocal, very open, by saying what's on their mind. But it might be in the immediate future that you still feel restricted because this person is simply emotionally defunct, because we know the Emperor can be a pretty emotionally defunct individual, and therefore it makes you worry with the Nine of Swords. So in the outcome, what we see then is the Moon. Overall, you'll need to pay attention to your intuition. What are your vibes telling you around that Moon card? This is urging you to think about the problems within the relationship. And with the Magician, for some of you it might be that you'll be looking to start all over again, or you'll be looking to try and create or recreate what you had within the relationship in the first place. That is your reading, Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Love reading, love spread for the month of October. I know that it was a little bit of a tour de force, but it's a big reading, and yeah, there's a lot of things to look at within the relationship, okay? Yeah, a lot. For some of you guys who are single, it could be that the devil means temptation. So you might be tempted by this particular individual. It might even be that you have sex with this particular individual. Maybe you wake up and think, fuck, what have I done? With the Nine of Swords, shit. So it could be a one-night stand, maybe, I'm getting from those two cards as well, the Devil and the Emperor. Because the Emperor can be a very charismatic leader, very tempting. Maybe you sleep with this individual and you worry about it afterwards. And maybe with the Moon card, especially if you're single, there'll be some lack of clarity or nervousness or anxiety around this, because you'll probably need to think about, do I actually want to start something going forward with this individual in the future? That's your reading, Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. I would like to say thank you very, very much for choosing Carol's Universe for your love spread. And I will see you, remember to check out your general reading, and I'll see you on your readings in the month of November. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.